Well, tensions are running high in Myanmar's rest of Rakhine state in the wake of a deadly attack on a group of Muslims. Security forces have been put on alert in the state capital, Sitwe, where a violent mob of 100 Buddhists killed a Rohingya Muslim and wounded 6 others on Tuesday. The Muslims, guarded by police, had gone to the city from a nearby refugee camp to buy a boat when the Buddhists began to beat them viciously. One of the victims has recounted the incident.
There were 2 security guards. We went to see a boat there. While returning, there were workers who besieged us. We were 7. Once we rode the car, all the workers started attacking us with stones, sticks and knives and damaged the vehicle. One of us was killed immediately and the rest were saved by God.
Communal violence launched by Buddhist extremists against Rohingyas have left hundreds of Muslims killed and some 140,000 others displaced since 2012. The UN considers Rohingyas one of the world's most persecuted communities. Well, we're now joined by Dr. Mwang Zarni, advisor of the European Centre for the Study of Extremism in Cambridge, who's joining us from Oxford. Sir, welcome to the program. Give us your thoughts on this continued trend of violence, communal violence, and in many views systemic violence against the Rohingya Muslims in Rakhine State.
Well, firstly, we need to be very careful about using the term communal violence. What we have been witnessing over the last essentially 40 years since 1978 is an international state crime, perpetrated by the Burmese nationalists / military regimes against the Muslim Rohingya population in Western Burma. But that persecution has a communal dimension that is different from characterizing what is happening in Rakhine State as primarily or essentially communal with the Burmese military and now Aung San Suu Kyi government sitting in as referee. That is simply untrue. At the heart of the issue is the Burmese military deciding that the Rohingya Muslims are a threat to national security in terms of culture, religion, land ownership, business activities, etc. And so I think this violence needs to be seen against the longer historical and unfolding context of the state, either directly organizing mass violence against the Rohingya as a community, and outsourcing, the horizontal violence, what academics call horizontal violence, to local Rakhine Buddhist population that have become very hostile to Rohingya Muslims living among themselves. It's not the Rohingya Muslims that are hostile and that want to wipe out the Rakhine Buddhist, co-residents or cohabitants of the Western Burma. It is the other way around, and the Burmese military finds it in its strategic interest to encourage and provide blanket impunity. The key here is any act of harm done to the Rohingya by the locals, local Buddhist Rakhine, is condoned and it's explicitly encouraged by the racist majority across the country. This is a state crime that requires United Nations serious action. In fact, back in March this year, United Nations Human Rights Council decided that the matter warrants an international fact-finding mission. And so the the Burmese government, now led by Nobel Peace Prize winner Aung San Suu Kyi, has taken an extremely anti-UN, uncooperative approach to addressing this issue.
Indeed. Thank you very much, Sir Dr. Maing Zarni, Advisor of the European Centre for the Study of Extremism, Cambridge, joining us from Oxford.